Chat. Are we live? Is this thing on? Is it on? I believe it's on. What happened to my screen? Okay. I think I figured out something really cool, guys. Bear with me. This draft started early. It started really early. You guys filled it. You guys are savages. So yeah, I'm not prepared, but we are. Okay, we are prepared. We're locked in. We're here at the 109. We got Stat ATL at the 111. We got Boner at the 108. Terry Rice at the 106. SM Army, my guy, he's at the 104. And then let me pop in the chat. Live on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. What's up, chat? I see you guys popping. I see you guys chatting. I think I figured out something really cool. I think I realized something really cool. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? All right. I think I figured out something cool, guys. Bear with me. Oh my God. I literally just had a moment of brilliance and geniusness. Sleaze, you're gonna love this. All right, let's catch up with the chat. My wife, my life, she says, first, shout out to you, baby boo. Hi boys, what's up, Bones? Sleaze says tee up, but he's not in here. You queued up, Sleaze. $20, yes sir, queued up in the main. Let's drain the main vein, yes sir. Let's piss on the competition. Shout out to Huhames, by the way. I was checking out his stream. Dude is such a beautiful human. Shout out to Huhames. Is this working? Please tell me it's working. Okay. Stat ATL says, "Oh, it's a treat to draft with Sleaze and Disco." My guy. Now, the question is, will they start a stream 5 minutes early? Always. If you guys feel this, I will start. What the heck? Sorry, man. Hit the intro. Got it. Get lit. Let's go. Bink King stopping by, showing some love real quick. Be more with you guys next month. We miss you, Bink. Shout out to you, brother. I miss the queue, damn it. Hey, man, you got a show right after us, so we'll be able to queue up with you in there as well. Shout out to Pete Terranova from the First Read Fantasy Football. I almost drafted Genty there. Almost made the mistake. Not doing it. I like seeing Nico Collins and CMC going up in ADP. CMC's now at the 10.4 here. I think he's going off the board somewhere in like the mid to late second round over on the other guys. I like where his ADP is currently at right now. It's good to see him jumping up. But yeah, we're going to take Puka Nakul with our first overall pick. Okay, let's see if this worked. Oh, it worked. It worked. Do you guys see my background right now? By the way, do you guys see my back? Hold on. Do you guys see this? What? Oh, shit. That is sick. We did a thing, guys. That's a football field with flashing lights and goalposts and big draft energy literally everywhere. I did that. That is sick. Shout out to Pete Nova from First Read Fantasy Football. They just started their YouTube channel and they're already popping. They're going to surpass us in no time. This guy's brilliant. One of my favorite guys. RIP Purcell's Hammy. Yes, sir. It's been Ayuk season, so it's going to be Ayuk season, and Juan Jennings value all the way up. That is Fire Disco. Love the smoke and right. I did this in 5 minutes. It took longer to download than to create. It's crazy. Pretty dope, bro. Says Stat ATL. Shout out to you. Now, in case you guys, I'm so. This is on StreamYard too. That is nasty. That is sick. This is a game changer for me and my content. Boy, I can't wait to show you guys what I'm about to do with this. Speaking of what we're about to do, we got this coming up. This will be posted tomorrow, guys. The top 10, 20, 25 running back gold mines. I've been putting the work behind the scenes to make sure that this is one of the best video recordings I've ever done, if not the best video recording I've ever done. So I'm very excited for it. Very proud of the research that we put behind it. So I can't wait to post it. It's the exact same concept as the wide receiver advantageous matchups for the entire season, but we got running backs. As you guys can see here, CMC's got a nice schedule. After we make our next 2 picks, we'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at and how you can do it too. And if you guys got any fantasy football related questions, pop them in here. It really helps your boy out, especially with these incredible shorts that my wife has been making. Did I really just get Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua? I'll take it. That's a decent start. Puka, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, and I think I got Adams 4 picks past ADP. Usually he goes a little bit earlier. I'm here for it. I'm here for the start. Now, I don't think a good running back is going to fall back to me, especially with Stat ATL back there and going with Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr. start. Solid start as well. But I like this start. Pete says, "Cheers, brother. I'm about to hop on my stream." You got to change that start hour, brother. You got to change that start hour. I can't shout you out and then you just have a good show. I'm kidding. Have a good show. Love you, buddy. Mr. Magic, how you done? Pumped for the RB video. Can't wait, Blocka. Can't wait. It's gonna be a banger. Shout out to you, Blocka, by the way. Hello, sir. Hello, Devin Miken. How you doing, Dev? Sirs and madams, bonjour. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Now, do I go with another running back or do I? Okay, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do here, and I know how to pivot. As I said, I'm unsnipable. I like this start. And I know I passed up on James Cook, Tedero McMillan, who I'm very bullish on this year, and DJ Moore, who I also like. But I have an idea. So bear with me, folks. Tell us more about these shorts your wife is making. Do they have pockets? The dad jokes are carrying over from yesterday. I'm here for it. That's a good one. Hey, brother, what's up, Brian? Guys, what do you think of my new background? What do you guys think of my new stream background? This is like next. Hold on. Let me show it to you guys again. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. I might really be him. It's beautiful. I love it. Do you guys like? I love it. I love it. It's great. Shout out to you, Brian Dudek. Love you, buddy. Craig Nelson says you might have to grab Stafford at the end. I kind of have no choice. And if I don't get him, this is kind of a donation. Bones is laughing. Drafters are pulling out the UK now. RIP, I won't be able to do these much more. Time to plug in and get in as many drafts as you possibly can because, got to do it, buddy. Mr. Magic says, which wide receiver studs have the best matchups this year? Well, we posted the video earlier. Let me pull up the actual list here so I could tell you exactly who it is and in which order, okay? Just give me a second. I got to pull up the files. The top secret disco files from the BD algorithm. We have an actual algorithm, guys. And when I tell you, like, for the research for all 4 positions, it's taken me 172 hours of number crunching, schedule crunching, and just putting together the actual algorithm itself. Like you wouldn't believe it, right? Okay, so the 10 defenses you want to take advantage of are the Washington Commanders, Tennessee Titans, New Orleans Saints, Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Cincinnati Bengals. This is for wide receivers. So if we're talking about the 10 receiving rooms we want to invest in that get the most of these matchups based off of the schedule, 1 is Seattle Seahawks, 2 Arizona Cardinals, 3 Los Angeles Rams, 4 Atlanta Falcons, 5 Carolina Panthers, 6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, San Francisco 49ers coming in at 7, number 8 Indianapolis Colts, number 9 New Orleans Saints, number 10 you got the Houston Texans. Hope that answers your question. Can we get more dad jokes at the end? Absolutely, Stat ATL. We could definitely do that. It looks sweet. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate you. Background is fire. Sup, Disco? Good to see. Good to see you too, Mr. SM Army. I saw you in the lobby here, and I said we gotta let them know that we're live and we're here. We're ready to rock. All right. So I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to push Jalen Hurts. He went a pick ahead of where he usually goes. So this guy went elite quarterback, elite tight end, no running back as of late. So we can't build any Jalen Hurts correlation. I love Jalen Hurts and where he's going off the board right now. So now we got to pivot and just try to make a team that revolves around the entire Rams offense. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Kyron Williams. I probably should have. No, I wouldn't have had an opportunity to snag him. So we'll make this happen. We'll make this happen. This is a good start, though. I like this start. It's very unique for me. Good to see you, SM Army, buddy. I once again, this is the greatest profile picture ever. The greatest profile picture ever. I love that profile picture so much. That's a beautiful. That's a Clark. I know exactly what movie that's from. My wife loves that movie too. Dude took Lamar and Joe Burrow. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe. Yeah, King Karpov. I hope you're not watching the stream because I don't like you right now. Hartman, what's up, bro? What's up, Hartman? Hartman, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? Thanks for tuning in and supporting. Hartman, I appreciate you. Welcome to Disco Ball Nation, brother. Love you too, brother. God, Brian, you're like the nicest guy, man. Guess who's back? Rocket, No Cap Mac. No Cap Mac back again. Guys, I like this new background. It's fire. 2 draftees with horrendous builds through 5 rounds, in my opinion. Which, in my opinion, makes this a better lobby for us savages and us sharks. We're going to take advantage of this. We're going to take BPA, and we're going to make something happen with this. I like this team so far. Puka, Devontae Adams. We got Derrick Henry, Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, and Chuba. And Chuba Hubbard is criminally underrated. And we got 8 picks past ADP. Criminally underrated. He was what? 13th when it comes to fantasy points per game. 15th when it comes to total fantasy points at the running back position. And he's currently being drafted off the board behind guys who are unproven. Drafted off the board as the what? RB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's being drafted off the board as the RB 20. It's criminal. Two Mules in the Cot says, sup, how does my background look? Does it look ominous and smoky and awesome? I love it. I love it. It looks so good. John Smith trade doesn't matter if he gets traded or not. I don't care. I don't care about Jonnu. All right. Let's try a thing here. Hopefully it falls back to us. If it doesn't, so be it. We tried. We were hoping to get the thumbnail correlation. What do you guys think of the thumbnail, by the way? Brock Bowers on the thumbnail. Kind of a banger. I need to start getting exposure to Darnell Washington in round 20. I'm giving myself a mental note here that Darnell Washington season's here. Because we've seen Arthur Smith do some crazy things with tight ends. Jonnu Smith was more viable 2 years ago in Atlanta than Kyle Pitts. And I don't think that's a shot against Kyle Pitts. So Darnell Washington, in my opinion, is a more talented and better tight end than Pat Freiermuth. And we saw a very small sample size. I think he's going to be utilized a little bit more, especially with a lot of uncertainty at the quarterback position. Hartman says background looks dope. Cool setup. Appreciate you, Hartman. I don't know you, but you're here complimenting me like shit. You want my number? No, I'm kidding. Thank you for joining the community. Now, I'm about to tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it and how you can do it too. Once again, the entire slide for this is new. So bear with me, especially if I can't keep up with the slide, but we're going to try it. All right. So this is not a mock draft. This is a real draft with real money implications. How much real money are we talking about? $2.5 million in total prizes. $500,000 goes to first. It's total points format. Most points win. It's best ball weekly score from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft. There's a fast and slow. It's a $20 entry. You get to max out with 150 lineups. If that's a little too steep for you, there's also the Drafters $2 mini, which is going to fill by the mid portion of June. Trust me. It's a $2 investment. $10,000 goes to first. There's $100,000 in total prizes. Not bad for a $2 investment. Now, it's best ball, in my opinion. Best ball is the most convenient way for you to draft. Why? Because you draft your team and the system automatically selects your best performers each week. No lineup management, no trades, no stress. Real stakes sharpen your drafting skills, unlike mock drafts where nothing is on the line. Exposure to a variety of players across multiple drafts improves your draft evaluation for redraft leagues. No need to manage lineups, so focus. Draft it and forget unless you're winning big. So use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 on Drafters Fantasy Sports. I'm getting good at this, guys. My production level is going up. We're getting good at this. Thumbs up. Use promo code DISCO on Drafters Fantasy. Really is the best. Bone says Disco is the GOAT in graphics game. We're just getting started, buddy, because I haven't even started recording the video. I got like everything laid out and all the concepts laid out, but I did not know I could do this with my background. I had no idea until 5 minutes to this prior to the stream starting. I had no idea. This is sick. Is that Gilbert Arenas drafting at the 5 spot? Why? Why? That's a weird draft. Saquon, Taylor, Lamar, Burrow, Kamara, Judy, Cup. He's got to be auto drafting, right? That's artificial intelligence. That's not a real. All right, just because we don't have the quarterback doesn't mean we can't really invest in the in some of the targets in a high profile offense. So yeah, we got Zay Flowers, who I think is criminally underrated this year. We got Derrick Henry, who is always a premium elite tight end, and I don't care if it's PPR format or not. Like, this is the best running back in football we've seen in the longest time, and he's been doing it very, very consistently. And now we got Mark Andrews to boot. So I think we might try to land the plane with Isaiah Likely at some point and get that double stack at tight end. And yeah, this draft is going swimmingly. We do need to start pumping the running back value, though. And I'd be so, guys. I've gone out on a limb to say this: Patrick Mahomes is my QB1 this year. I'm invested in the Patrick Mahomes revenge tour, so I'm perfectly okay going single quarterback with this build. Just putting that out there, I'm perfectly okay with it. Gilbert would have taken Lamar over Saquon. This is true. Saquon went at the 105, though. So, yeah, it's interesting. Higgins, I don't want Bateman. Burden is somebody who's interesting. We'll take another running back here. We'll take Javonte. I was having there was a few drafts where blue was the target. Disco is not up to date on the Gilbert Arenas best ball drama. No, I know that Gilbert Arenas has like there's something spotlighting him on Netflix about shooting guards. I watched it briefly, got really bored. When I was a big basketball fan, I mean, Gilbert Arenas was the guy for a short time period. But other than that, I don't know what's going on. Somebody fill me in. Am I out of the loop, guys? Am I old now? We might have a special guest popping up. We might have a special guest popping on, guys. It'd be cool because he's a fantasy football legend, Hall of Famer. Should be a Hall of Famer, I should say. Okay. Gilbert Max entered the contest on Underdog and took 5 QBs and 5 tight ends to start. Sick. Gilbert auto drafted 100 BBMs and took 4 QBs to start all of them. Sick. This is just stupid. Like, he didn't even set a Q or his own rankings. Who will be the wide receiver 3 that's going to have major best ball upside in 2025? Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is not even close. And then, like, I think we were considering Demario Douglas as the wide receiver 3 up until yesterday's news with Stephon Diggs. I think Demario Douglas might be the wide receiver 1 very soon for New England. So, yeah, those 2 guys, Christian Kirk, Demario Douglas, can't get enough. And I like Coker soft tissue damage in the foot is kind of concerning. So Leggett, Thielen, those guys are 2 guys I want to get a lot of exposure to. I think that Carolina Panthers offense is going to have some studs, some ballers, as some. All right, Ramondre. This is a good guys. I'm drafting. Like drafting. Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Chuba, Javonte, Ramondre, rhymes. Puka, Devontae, more rhyming. Devonta, Zay, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. This is not bad. In hindsight, since like Puka and Devontae are kind of like both sharing the same buy and they're kind of the same guy, I'm still rhyming. Why am I rhyming right now? I probably should have gone with 1 extra wide receiver instead of Javonte, but I also need the running back value to stagger here. But we can balance it out here with more correlation as long as we don't get sniped. Who took Kirk? Karpov, man. That guy is the bane of my existence. Rachaad White is quickly becoming one of my favorite picks. Round 12 is criminal for him. I love Rachaad White. I can't draft enough of him. Stat ATL, pleasure drafting with you earlier. Not sure if we did get to back-to-back 11, 12 spots, but good luck to us. Amen. Stat ATL is in every lobby, every sport, doesn't matter. 1 week season. Go subscribe to them. Good peoples. How many targets do you see Golden getting? All of them. Realistically, I think Golden in a vacuum, like I think 120 targets, 115 targets is his floor. And that's no exaggeration. That's none. Because if you average that out without like throughout the season, it's just above 4 or 5 targets per game. Is my math not mathing? 6, 7 targets per game. Is my math not mathing? Yeah, I have it projected for 6.37 targets per game. That's what I have him projected for. And that's his floor, in my opinion. And I think Jaden Reed, he's going to see 70 to 87 targets. What people are like, here's the knock on Matthew Golden, right? People say, oh, he ran one of the fastest 40s for wide receivers, but he like on film, he's not that fast. But on film, all he's doing is being absolutely special on after he gets the ball in his hand. Like his yard after catch ability, it's somewhere in between Tyreek Hill after the catch and Xavier Worthy. He is fucking special. How fast is he? He's faster than anybody trying to tackle him. That's how fast he is. The one knock they have on Matthew Golden is he doesn't look as fast as Isaiah Bond. But Isaiah Bond didn't run a good 40 time, and he's not a good person. So yeah, there's that. Matthew Golden, I'm so bullish on. I want more. Do you see there being a possibility where Jack Beck can take the wide receiver 1 in Vegas over Myers? I think he already has. But like, I don't think being the wide receiver 1 there really means what it would in other offenses. It's kind of like that Travis Kelce scenario where it's like it doesn't matter who the wide receiver 1 is at the moment Tyreek Hill left, because it's like hours and then a couple guys. Oh, and we did it. We got our double. Nice. So we got Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. Even though we couldn't land Lamar Jackson, we still invested in all of the Lamar Jackson picks players. Did I get yeah, and I got Likely at value. So I didn't reach for that, didn't reach for Andrews. Slight reach for Kelsey, but I have Patrick Mahomes. We got Hollywood Brown. So it just because like correlation doesn't necessarily mean you have to just have the starting quarterback. It just means that you're invested in a particular offense. And we've done that. All right. We're going to complete our stack here with Puka and Devontae Adams. I think we got room for one or two more running backs, and the rest we're just going to go wide receivers. So we're looking for a 2-5 or 2-6-9-3 build here. And this is a good draft. This is good. This is my favorite draft so far. Totally sniped you last turn, Devin, on Knicks, and kind of felt bad about it. Dang. All good, just part of it. I was technically working, so totally deserved it. Slee says Rashee Rice fully healthy at OTAs today and high ADP buy fair push with getting 40% of the target share when on the field. I mean, I would say he's at his current ADP. If that's the case in the scenario and there's no suspension, he's a buy. But I think everybody in the offense is a buy, genuinely, except for like the running backs. Brashard Smith and Elijah Mitchell are probably the only exceptions at the running back position that I would say are a buy. I'm definitely not invested in Isaiah Pacheco this year, coming off that injury. Maybe that's a mistake. Mr. Magic says, do you see Jordan Love being top 8 and 4.0? The only way that would happen for Jordan Love to be top 8 is if something bad happens to Josh Jacobs, and that's well within the range of possibilities because he's part of that 300-plus touch club. So if anything bad happens to Josh Jacobs, I think Jordan Love is going to have an out-of-body experience. So it's well within the probability is high. The probability is very high, to answer your question, Mr. Magic. Heard Kyle Williams is killing it, and Travion Henderson is practicing with the A squad. Yeah, Travion Henderson's him, and Kyle Williams. He's a good player. I'm not in on him like everybody else is. I'm not. Does it change your stance on Xavier Worthy at all? Absolutely not. No. There's the same way that T. Higgins doesn't change my stance on Jamar Chase and didn't change my stance on Jamar Chase. The same way that Devontae Adams doesn't change my stance on Puka Nacua, or Cooper Kupp didn't change my stance on Puka Nacua. Same way that Stephon Diggs didn't change my stance on Nico Collins. Same way that Travis Hunter doesn't change my stance on Brian Thomas Jr. The way these offenses work, right? If you have two viable receiving options, one cannot get doubled. So you get more one-on-one coverage and more honest coverage. And in one-on-one coverage, I trust Xavier Worthy to beat absolutely everybody in the league except for the guy he's got to face twice a year in Patrick Surtain 2, PS2, over in Denver. So yeah, it makes me more bullish on him because there's two viable receiving options and viable threats there. And for a ceiling smash play, I think Xavier Worthy's floor is top 5. And with a healthy Rice, that only makes his floor even higher because you got Travis Kelce to focus on, you got Rashee Rice to focus on, and this guy's just going to be running free and running wild. Let's make our pick here. We'll take Pop Shota. Pop Shota. Hartman, does Worthy's low yards per route run as a rookie concern you at all for his potential? Not really, right? Because the reason for the low yards per route run is because the running game was not complementary to the passing game. Therefore, defenses could just tee off on quarterbacks and Patrick Mahomes, I should say. And because teams were able to tee off on Patrick Mahomes, he had to get rid of the ball quick. It was just part of the scheme and the adjustment based off of what they had last year. If you recall, they had their guard, who is now in Chicago for the most part of the season, stepping into play at left tackle. Prior to that, the left tackle was just a bunch of makeshift bandage type guys who just came in and filled the role that didn't necessarily ever get filled. So it was just quick passes, quick releases. They did address the offensive line this year, bringing in who I deemed would have been, the number one left tackle had he not gotten hurt in, what was it, the first or second week of last year's collegiate season, and they got him at such a delicious discount. I think his name is Josh Simmons, Ohio State left tackle. Once again, if he didn't get hurt, he would have been the number one tackle taken off the board. I'm grateful that we got Will Campbell, but Josh Simmons, 32nd overall to or 31st overall to the Kansas City Chiefs is an absolute steal. I hope that answers your question. And if you're asking me what do I know about offensive line, I know everything about offensive line, all of it. I'm not loving the Dig stuff. Hopefully he doesn't hurt what they're building. Hey man, I hate him. I've been avoiding him. I want nothing to do with him, and I'm a diehard Patriots fan. Diehard Pats fan. 100%. Broadster, this is what I've been saying. Broadster, welcome back, by the way. I miss you, man. I saw you over in Who Hames stream. It's good to see Who Hames building up his following, guys. And Broadster, I'll get back to that point. But, guys, do me a favor. This guy's one of the sharpest minds in fantasy football, right? The only reason why, not more people are talking about him and following him is because he literally just decided, like, fuck it, I'm going to start streaming. But he's one of the most respected, one of the most revered people in the best ball sector in particular. So if you support me, go support my friend Who Hames. Just subscribe to his channel. We're trying to get him to that monetization. The goal is 500 subscribers. Support my guy Who Hames, all right? Good people, high quality H2O right there. I need to get like a water boy, like high quality H2O. Who Hames, do you like what I did with my background here? Hold on. Look at my background. Look at my background. Look at this. How cool is that? I didn't know I could do this on StreamYard. This is so cool. So cool. I'm doing the random hand motions. What am I doing with my hands? It's like from Talladega Nights. If you know, you know. All right, back to your point. I've been saying this, man. You don't have that build where you got that GOAT speak behind you, because like everybody refers to Patrick Mahomes as like the modern day GOAT. Obviously Tom Brady, right? There's two things I learned: never bet against Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, and never piss them off. And people are betting. We got more correlation here with the Rams. People are betting against him right now. They are definitely betting against Patrick Mahomes, and they're counting him. So I'm here for it, man. I'm here for the Patrick Mahomes revenge tour. I have him as my QB1 this year. I have not faltered. I have Xavier Worthy as a top 5 wide receiver. I have not faltered. And if Rashee Rice can play, they could potentially have 2 top 10 wide receivers. They've addressed everything they needed to address in the offseason. They brought in Elijah Mitchell, who's a sneaky pickup and can be very valuable late down the stretch. And they also brought in rookie Brashard Smith, who was my 7th ranked. He was my 7th ranked running back in the entire process of scouting running backs this year for this year's draft. So yeah, I'm in on Worthy because of the spike week potential, and we saw how efficient he was on a small sample size down the stretch. He was one of the best players in fantasy football. Team Skank just took Brashard Smith. God bless. Just really trying to get him there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Marshawn Lloyd was a stupid pick. I don't know why I did that. Time to land the plane. I love this draft. This is one of my favorite drafts I've ever done. Henderson gives me some shades of Gibbs. I think that's Gibbs is special. Gibbs is special. I think Henderson's a better version of Jaylen Warren, especially because, he's an every down back, very, very valuable in the receiving game. Block. The reliability in the blocking game is what's going to take him over the top and eventually have him replace Ramondre Stevenson. I don't think it's going to be this year where he replaces him. I do think it's like running back by committee there. Whoever has a hot hand or the better matchup or just better suit for the scheme that they're going against. If you guys know one thing about Josh McDaniels, you never know who's going to be the feature back there. It could have been LeGarrette Blount, Sony Michel, James White, Danny Woodhead. God, Danny Woodhead's a throwback. Love that guy. But yeah, you never know. So the fact that they have a bunch of these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they have this white guy that they signed as an undrafted free agent at running back, not wide receiver, Efton Chisholm. He has a cooler name than Efton Chisholm. Derek Brown, when we were on the Fantasy Advice Network together and we were doing our rookie draft, he told me about the guy's name, but I forgot his name. Guys, please somebody find the rookie running back that they brought in, Caucasian guy. He could also be viable. Next, Danny Woodhead. Sup, fam? Good to see you, buddy. Offensive line mastermind. I mean, I played it at a very high level. So I look at football a lot differently. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you. What's the over under for Texas wins right now? Good question. Let me pull that up. Pulling it up as we speak. Can't find it. Anybody have that line? I want to say it's around 10.5 to 11 wins. 11.5. I could be wrong. That is pretty awesome. I'm going to spend the evening in StreamYard. I think I could teach you. And if you look in the link in the description, you get a beautiful discount and also help me out too. Amari Cooper, sure. Why the hell not? I saw Royals there, but I already have Hollywood Brown. It just doesn't make sense. If I get Royals on the way back here, I'm happy. But yeah. Speak on it, King. Shout out to Joe Frick from the Fantasy Advice Networks. You say their name 3 times and they appear. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Tyler Bradley. Love the whole yes. Frick said, was it Lan Larison? Lan Larison is the name of a porn star. I'm telling you. It's a fucking name. It's a name. Disco Streams have some sharp drafters, bunch of good teams in here, boys. Hell yeah, man. Iron sharpens iron. I know that, like, I'm kind of donating my $20 every time I queue up with you guys because you guys are all we got Royals at an incredible value here. Because I'm drafting with all of you sharks, but I know in my redraft season, my dynasty startups, all that shit, I'm messing leagues up and people up because you guys just make me better. I'm more in on Rashee Rice and Worthy and Rice both this year. Nice. Gibbs is Gibbs is Jamal Charles and then some. I agree. Without the fumbles. Was it Lan Larson? Yes. How is Stroud's online now? Worse. It's worse than it was last year, which has me very bullish on Christian Kirk in the slot. Like, I put out a tweet yesterday, right? And I probably should have added one player. And I 100% this is Andrew Erickson's concept from the Fantasy Pros. He said the concept. I'm not going to ever take credit where credit isn't due, right? But he said every year, a year 5 to year 7 wide receiver who has performed in the past, who's gone to a new team, has absolutely balled out. DK Metcalf, Christian Kirk, Deebo Samuel. Those are your 3 possibilities, and I think all 3 of them smash ADP this year. What do you guys think? I'll hit you up later. Sounds good, brother. 9.5 over under on Texas. That was close. If Rodgers goes to Pittsburgh, then I stacked up my 3 wide receivers. He's not okay. Bones, have you been? Yes. Okay. You think he's going to 100? He's 100% going to Minnesota. If Aaron Rodgers was to go to Pittsburgh, he would have already signed to Pittsburgh, especially when Pickens was there. Now it's less enticing for him to go there. I think we're going to see Kirk Cousins in Pittsburgh. I really do. Deebo, he fits the criteria. He fits the mold. He's a man who had wide receiver 1 upside and performances in the past. He's a wide receiver scorn. People know that, like, wide receivers are like the ultimate, most vindictive. I'm kidding. I love my wide receivers. There's a couple of them that are kind of fruity, but I mean, it is what it is. I just got canceled. Let's go. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, man. Deebo fits that criteria, and I'm here for that trend. That's like extra advanced analytics, man. Andrew Erickson's. I hope to one day even like remotely come close to that caliber of fucking brilliant, because that guy's one of the smartest people in the industry, and there's a reason why him and Deebo are on Fantasy Pros, and I'm getting offered what I'm getting offered. Is Deebo gonna ball out, sleazy? He's gonna. Just don't trust the guy. Mind all warped. Here's the thing, right, Sleaze? Is this fantasy? And I'm asking you this genuinely, right? Is your Deebo slander, is this fantasy analysis? or is this you being a 49ers fan? Rodgers is my highest owned QB at the moment. I wish I was that smart, but I mean, there's still time because, as I said before, guys, and SM Army, I know you're a fan of the show prior, and you came back, so welcome back. Good to see you, buddy. I've been saying August 18th is the date that Aaron Rodgers will sign to the Minnesota Vikings. Rodgers is the 20th. In the 20th is a great gamble, and I hate the guy. Yeah, 100%. I think Kirk Cousins is also a great gamble here, and I don't hate Cousins. Would you take Genty or Neighbors? I'd take Neighbors. Yeah, I'd take Neighbors. Slee says it's bias hate for the guy. It makes sense. It makes sense. But like, you know what it takes to become like an elite of the elite in the pros, right? And like Debo was one of the elites of the elites at one point in time in his career. And he hears the slander. He hears that Kyle Brandt is calling him fat every morning on Good Morning Football. Shout out to Good Morning Football. We love him. But yeah, he was fat last year. He was out of shape and he wasn't in football shape. So as Craig says, will Debo be in football shape is a question. I hope so. I'm here for it. Because like Debo, if he's ripped, if he's focused, if he's ready, he's gonna be nasty. Fat Sloppy already pulling his jersey over his gut in photos. Don't lie. AR5 at value is going to be my most owned. I respect it. I think Patrick Mahomes by the end of it. Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Michael Penix. I need to start getting more CJ Stroud. Those guys are going to be my most owned. I hope Rodgers steps on a sea urchin. Oh man, that's kind of savage and oddly specific. I like that one. That's a good one. All right, guys, you guys know the drill, right? If you guys are in the community, you guys are here on Drafters Drafting with me. We always look at your lineup. We give you constructive criticism, feedback, and our grade. And if you guys want to tee up with us, and you're one of the, let's see how many people are watching us. One of the 75 people watching us on Twitter. One, thank you for supporting us and watching us on Twitter. Two, if you really want to help the channel out and really want to help me grow, please come over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel and subscribe. Really goes a long way for us. Like really, really helps us out. And it would mean the world to me if you guys could head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel and smash us up. And if you guys want to draft with us and you want to queue up with us, just make sure you use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. All right, let's start with SM Army. Oh, Bing King's in here. Okay, in it to Binkit. He goes 3683. CJ Stroud, Tua. I feel like his name is different here than it is there. It's Bink King here. In it to Binkit. He goes 3683. Standard roster construction, very safe. CJ Stroud at a delicious discount. Tua Tagovailoa, delicious discount. Geno Smith, delicious discount. These are great values at the quarterback position. Bucky Irving has one of the best schedules in football this year. So I'm going to say a little foreshadowing to the post I'm going to give you guys tomorrow. Josh Jacobs, I love it. I get it. Omarion Hampton, I want more exposure to now than ever. Kenneth Walker, your first four running backs are fucking what dreams are made of. And Travis Etienne, there's a world where he can absolutely smash, especially as an ADP. Jerome Ford, I don't think you need it. And Jerome Ford, I won't draft at all. He had his opportunity with, a team that desperately needed a running back last year, and he did nothing with it. So what did Cleveland go out and do in the draft? They got his replacement, and then they got his replacement's replacement. Jerome Ford is out of the pecking order. Wide receiver Jamar Chase, then a significant tier drop, Jacoby Myers, but he's very reliable, especially with Geno Smith, who throws a very accurate football. So I don't hate that pick. Deebo Samuel, Michael Pittman, and then another significant tier drop at Michael Wilson, Raymond McLeod, Tutu, Noah Brown. I mean, it makes sense why you have such a great running back room now. Jonnu Smith, I'm not drafting him. I'm not. David Njoku, Jake Ferguson. I wish you spent your draft equity here on tight end at wide receiver. I think you would have had a much better draft because, that's a significant tier drop. I've seen you do better, my friend. SM Army goes 3593. He goes Justin Fields, Dak Prescott, Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson at a nice discount. 2 rushing quarterbacks plus Dak Prescott, who has sneaky MVP candidate potential this year. And yes, I said it. So, yeah. All right. I just need to star this. Okay, that way I know I'm caught up. All right, Chase Brown. I think he's a slightly overhyped, and we're drafting him at his ceiling based off of what he did last year. I'm not buying players for the performances last year. I'm buying them for the potential, and I just don't like how it looks for Chase Brown this year. Caleb Johnson, Isaac Guerrero. Guerrero is one of the best handcuffs in football. Same with Braylon Allen and Will Shipley. So you got 3 really good handcuffs. Caleb Johnson's going to get involved at some point or another. Chase Brown's a little too, but like that's just an opinion thing. I guess the ROI could definitely be there, right? By the way, I was the only guy who had Chase Brown as a top 10 running back last year. I also had Zamir White as my RB5. So, I mean, sometimes you'll hit, sometimes you miss. Sometimes is good, sometimes maybe shit. CeeDee Lamb to go with Dak. Justin Fields has Garrett Wilson. George Pickens to also go with Dak. That's a nice double stack, buddy. Chris Godwin, Darnell Mooney, Jaden Higgins, Dontavian Wicks, Slayton, Arian Smith, George Kittle, Mason Taylor, Elijah Arroyo. Not bad. And I mean, like, if you're not going to get a stacked quarterback or correlation with a quarterback, it makes sense if he has rushing upside, and Anthony Richardson screams rushing upside. All right, let's catch up with the chat before we keep going. Craig Nelson says, LOL. Rodgers will be in Pitt or retired. Don't see the Min Favre path happening, but it's great to think about. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I can't wait to revisit this on August 18th or 19th, live on this chat. The roast that Bradshaw put on Rodgers had me dying. What happened? In at 2. Fries don't shake, you're at 2. You're shadow draft. I got you, brother. James says, let's smash the likes, please. Appreciate it. God bless you, James. Love you, brother. Love you. Brees or Cook? Both. Both, but Brees. Both, but Brees. Good question, though. Brees or Cook? Both. Yes. Brees or Cook? Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. Shadow draft goes 2693. Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, Bijan Robinson, Joe Mixon, RJ Harvey, Ray Davis, Jarquez Hunter, Jordan James. I like Jordan James as a late round flyer, and you definitely invested in the right backfields for your 2 flyers there, right? Because God forbid anything happens to CMC or he's not ready, or God forbid anything happens to Kyron Williams and Blake Corum doesn't take over, then both of these guys are great dart throws with really, really promising schedules. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith and Jigba, both of these guys, number 1 and 2 with most advantageous matchups on the entire season. Smash that, and you got the correlation with Kyler Murray. I love it. Roma Dunze correlation with Caleb, like that stack. Khalil Shakir, very underrated pick. I think he's the safest play in fantasy football, and I'm not going away from that. Trey Harris, smash pick, love it. Cedric Tillman, a lot of people believe in him. I'm kind of like meh. I'm like on the fence about him. I mean, maybe he could smash, but I mean, maybe Deontay Johnson can smash. Maybe Jerry Jeudy can smash. Maybe it's Fannin in the running game and David Njoku some weeks. Who knows? Stay tuned and find out for this year's shit show called the Cleveland Browns. Jalen Noel, Jermaine Burton, Colston Loveland, more correlation there. Zach Ertz, Tyler Higbee. Instead of taking Tyler Higbee here, man, I dare you, if you're getting Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland, I dare you to double tap Colston Loveland with Cole Kmet. I just dare you. Strong draft, though, buddy. Really, really strong. Terry Rice goes 3683. Justin Herbert, Bryce Young, Jackson Dart, a.k.a. the Brainy Ballers darling, a.k.a. the SPS guy. Kyron Williams. Guys, can I say something? We're gonna do a close up, and we're gonna do like a public service announcement for Kyron Williams. How do I look? All right. PSA, public service announcement for Kyron Williams. Every year since Kyron Williams has taken over, which is 2 years now, people have been trying to find the next Kyron Williams while Kyron Williams is still fucking alive. I repeat, every year, people are trying to find the next Kyron Williams while Kyron Williams is still at his peak. He is still him. He is still the guy. and he has one of the best schedules in football. Please stop the Jarquez Hunter banter. Please. It's Kyren Williams. All right, back to the lineup. Kyren Williams, Tony Pollard, Jordan Mason, Tyrone Tracy, Rashad White, Dylan Sampson, Malik Neighbors. So some nice correlation here. You got Tyrone Tracy, Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors. You got Lad McConkey to go with Justin Herbert, Teteroa McMillan to go with Bryce Young. Correlation nation over here, buddy. Jalen Waddle, Josh Downs, Xavier Legette, double stacking the wide receivers there in Carolina. I like it. Living dangerous, my man. Alec Pierce, Andre Yoshavash, Sam Laporta, Taysom Hill, Jatavian Sanders. Another more correlation there with Carolina. You guys like how I just changed gears there and just went back to doing it? Okay. Exactly. The up dog, guys, listen. This guy is like a fantasy football. He's one of the best, if not the best drafter on the planet, period. And like, we're not exaggerating it. No bullshit. Check his resume. Okay. He's finished second in a bunch of these like high stake situations in best ball tournaments. He's a best ball legend across all formats. He's one of the best on the planet. He had Kyren Williams predicted as, the guy. And when he finished second and won $150,000, just $150,000, no worries, right? Kyren Williams was on his lineup, right? So when Updog is saying the next Kyren Williams is Kyren Williams, stop trying. Like, I get it. FOMO sucks. The fear of missing out is so bad, but you're not going to miss out on Kyren Williams by not drafting Kyren Williams. Does that make sense? Like, he's still here. Kyren Williams is still with us. So, like, there's no need for FOMO. Just get him. Delicious discount. Round 4. Late round 3, round 4. Get it. Drafters is here. Like, you should do more PSAs. That was fun. I appreciate you, Josh. Thanks, man. Shout out to Drafters fan. Hey, man, you tell me another best ball app that cares this much about their people, that cares this much about, people who draft within the community, who care this much about duck races. I don't think anybody on this planet cares as much about duck races as Drafters Fantasy Sports. I'll tell you, nobody enjoys a good duck race sweat more than Drafters Fantasy. All right, catching up with the chat. Where more or Terry? More, please. You got to look it up after the stream. Had me laughing out. Send it to me, please. Slee says Tillman crushing OTAs over Judy is an update. About time. Loved him. Yeah, I mean, shit. Apparently, here's the thing, guys. Shador is looking good. Shador looks good. Who will be the Browns QB1? Shador. Good question, Mr. Magic. Looks like it's years of the disco balls. Yes, sir. Disco ball nation to the moon. Yeah, but Kyren was drafted so late. That's what they for sure. But like, they want the next Kyren, but Kyren's Kyren. How are you going to want the next Kyren while Kyren's still Kyrening? You should do more PSAs. I got that one. It was always right, Sleaze. I agree with you. It was always Kyren. Drafters is the GOAT. Facts. Drafters, don't leave the UK, please. Can we get a couple duck races tonight? Oh man, I'm running tight on the budget. I'll see what I could do. Maybe I'll double tap some for Friendship Friday. We got a deal, Bones? Can I double tap a couple for Friendship Friday? Because it's Friendship Friday. All right, we'll double tap a couple for Friendship Friday. I got you. Drafters is laughing with the duck sweat. You can give away $2 and nobody will mind about the duck. It's all about the duck. For sure, the duck race is fun. The duck race is so fun, but it's very expensive. Drafter says they're working on keeping the UK up. Shout out to those guys, man. So good. All right, we got Boner. We got a Boner. Drafters, I'm glad that you're here, right? How is this guy allowed to have the name Boner? All right, let's get Bones lineup. He goes 3-6-8-3. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Devon Achane, Quinshawn Judkins, Brian Robinson, Rico Dowdle is a waste of a pick. Don't do it. You're better than that. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Terry McLaurin. So some correlation there with his first 2 wide receivers and his first 2 quarterbacks. DK Metcalf, who I think is criminally underrated this year, as I alluded to earlier. Juan Jennings, Emeka Egbuka, Marvin Mims, Joshua Palmer, Jalen Coker, Dalton Kincaid, Kyle Pitts, Micah Sick. This is sharp stuff, man. Sharp stuff. All right, let's look at Stat ATL. And then my team. Get the duck race going. This is what people come here for. They come here for we're going to do the duck race. All right, fine. We're going to do the ruck race. This is the keyword. All right. To enter tonight's giveaway, guys. Okay. Another public service announcement for the 81 people watching us on Twitter. If you want a chance at $500,000 and all you got to do is draft a fantasy football lineup, like there's no bullshit between what I just said. All you got to do is come over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, subscribe, costs you nothing to subscribe, like the video, also costs you nothing to like the video, and put in the keyword, which is hashtag drafters goats, like this. Bah, drafters goats. All right. Baby, love, my love. Are you there with us? You're going to have to give me the list if you don't mind. All right. Stat ATL goes 2-8-7-3. Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence, James Conner, Isaiah Pacheco, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby, Jalen Wright, Woody Mark, Sean Tucker, Ja'Cory Krosky. I like Krosky Merritt a lot. I mean, if you're going to go late here at running backs, I think you did it the right way. Bunch of handcuffs. It could hit. Good stagger. Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr., Tyreek Hill, Xavier Worthy, nasty. Chris Olave, nasty. Brandon Ayuk, nasty. Devon Vele, I get it. Evan Ingram, Brenton Strange, Theo Johnson, nice, very nice. Lawrence, BTJ, Strange, three layers of correlation there, and then you got Bo Nix, Vele for correlation purposes, and Evan Ingram. I like it. Instead of taking Theo Johnson, though, I would definitely advise you to look at Thomas Fadone. Please look at Thomas Fadone. Thomas Fadone. All right, guys. They don't call me Big Draft Energy because I draft poorly. All right, this is why you guys came, and this is probably my favorite draft of the year. No exaggeration. My favorite draft of the year. We go with a 2-6-9-3. I've been enjoying this roster construction. Patrick Mahomes, my QB1 of the year, and we got Matthew Stafford. We got Derrick Henry, Chuba, Javonte, Ramondre, Marshawn, Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, double stack with Matthew Stafford, and we got Blake Corum correlation. Nice. Devonta Smith, who I think is criminally underrated this year. Zay Flowers, another guy who I think is criminally underrated this year. Hollywood Brown, Demario Douglas. So we got a couple home run hitters here. Adonai Mitchell on a very, very, very wide receiver friendly schedule. Amari Cooper, who is going to go up 15 to 30 spots in ADP the moment he finds a home. We just know that he doesn't have a home yet because, like we saw DeAndre Hopkins do 2 years ago, he just doesn't want to be in training camp. So him and Keenan Allen are going to literally sweat it out like we sweat out the duck races. And then Jalen Royals, to wrap it up with more correlation with Kansas City Chiefs. Then we got Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely. Just because I don't have Lamar Jackson doesn't mean I can't build correlation around a team that I think is going to be absolutely explosive. So we invested in 3 explosive offenses in this draft, predominantly the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Rams, and the Baltimore Ravens. This is my favorite draft. How do you guys think I did? Honest to God, how do you? Give me a grade. D being very bad. You could give me an F if you think I failed. You won't be in the duck race, though. I'll tell you that for free. And then A+ being like 100%. And if it's not an A+, you also won't be in the. I'm kidding. Devin's entered the giveaway. Fries No Shakes entered the giveaway. Bones has entered the giveaway. Sleaze has entered the giveaway. And like the drafter said, man, let's fill the main first. Keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I mean? Updog says quack quack. You freaking quackhead. Drafters Goat hashtag Mrs. Disco says James has entered the giveaway. Blocka's entered the giveaway. Sleaze entered the giveaway. Wife says I'm here. Thank God. Blocka's entered the giveaway as well again. Drafters Goats, Brian Dudek's entered the giveaway. SM Army's entered the giveaway with Drafters Goats. Drafters has entered the duck race, guys. Now, if you're an OG, things are going to get weird. I like this draft. Thank you, Huhames. I love it, man. I love it. It just happened organically. It just did. Love the Rams. Thank you. Listen, I never take Devontae Adams unless he falls a couple picks past ADP. That's the first time he ever fell a couple picks past ADP. A-. Appreciate that. A says Brian Dudek, Huhames has entered the giveaway. All right. Bear with me a moment. All right, guys. Confirming now. The founder and operator and the guy who manages and runs the Fantasy Football Expo and who should be in the Fantasy Football Sports Writers Association Hall of Fame, Bob Lung will be hopping on the show at some point in the month of June. So, yay. Amazing. We love Bob Lung. Dude is as sharp as they freaking come. Absolute legend. Love Bob Lung. So, can't wait to have him on. Okay. And then we're going to go here. What do you guys think of my new background? New background's fire, right? All right, we got the names here. We're going to go over it with you guys. Give you guys a minute to look at it. All right. Just look. That's the coolest background. I can't believe I figured this out. Guys, I'm a modern-day Neanderthal. I'm the type of person who Googles in the Google bar to go to Google. That's that's me. If you know, you know. All right. So we got Bones, Fries No Shakes, Devin, James, Sleaze, Blocka, Brian, SM Army, Drafters, Huhames. Are we missing anybody? No Cap Mac. I never asked you, No Cap. Why the hell is it No Cap Mac? I don't get it. Like two mules in a cart, he gave us like the coolest explanation as to where he came up with his name. Why No Cap Mac? Just out of curiosity. We're not paying for premium duck races. What do we look like? A quackhead? Be real. All right. We got everybody. Shuffle 5 times or until we see the Donald Trump duck. Oh, we got the Donald Trump duck. Who is it? It's Huhames. Huhames, I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for you. All right. This is the one says Sleaze. Sleaze has never won a duck race. Let's go. All right, guys. I was just catching up with my phone. Holy shit, I got a lot of messages. Holy crap. I'm popular today for some reason. All right. Sleaze, can you DM me the link to your stream, brother? And Blocka brings it home. I mean, shit. My guy Williams almost won. Sleaze, I need the link. Hold on. We'll just go on YouTube and grab the link. I need to turn that off. Guys, bear with me. Just hold on. Don't leave yet. Baby, don't go. Baby, don't go. All right, guys. My guy Sleazebomb with the gangster thumbnail. He's about to go live right now. If you guys support me, you guys support my friend. You have to support my friend, please. I'm asking you, even if it takes you like one moment, 2 moments, doesn't matter. Please go over to his YouTube stream right now. It's Sleazebomb. If that doesn't work, go over there, smash him a like, smash him a sub, and let him know hashtag disco raid like this. It means the world to me, guys, if you guys support my friends and my community, because without community, we don't grow. All right, guys. Drafter says 1 more for a mini ticket. Love the sweat for 30 seconds. Fine. Fine. We're going to do 1 more, guys, for a mini ticket because Drafters loves the sweat and they want 30 seconds. Run it quack. All right. We already got the names. It was No Cap Mac. That was the late edition, right? Fudge. Okay. Hold on. I literally closed everything. We're doing this. We're doing this. Drafters asks. We're going to do this. Okay. All right. And then we're going to add No Cap. It's Blanca. What's your Drafters username? It's he was in my last draft. It's something frick. I'll pull that up for you if he's not here anymore. Okay. Sleaze queued up in a fresh lobby, guys. If you guys want to queue up in the Drafters main, do it and meow. Right? Freaking meow. Right, meow. Share screen. Terry Rice, 420 Drafters. 2 meals on the cards entered. So this is for a mini, guys, because Drafters just loves a good duck race sweat. Where the hell's Snowman? Latomsky's in here. You guys know the drill. No disco ball left behind. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, that startled me. That's not the duck race I'm used to. Okay, so we got No Cap, Latomsky. Forget Snow. No, never. The name of Snowman will live forever. That guy has gotten to like woosah. One thing at a time. All you got to do is copy and paste and just type a couple things. Okay. No Cap. We also got 2 mules. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I maxed out a tournament for Snowman based off of giveaways. Latomsky. All right, guys, once again, this is for a mini because Drafters likes a good sweat. And Sleaze is about to go live, guys. Please go smash my guy a subscription and put hashtag disco rate. Okay? Clear. 30 seconds. Boom. Set. We're going to go extra full-size screen on your marks. Get set. And I have not even opened my vitamin water yet. Let's go. What a show. What a show. It's May. And we're averaging close to 25 of you freaking psychos in here wanting to rock out with the kid. Let's go. Twitter says, Slee says XDM. Okay. Well, okay. I got you. James won the $2 mini. Congratulations, James. Congratulations. I think it's James _saw. Paste. What's up, Antonio? Guys, let's head over to Sleazeball stream. It's right here in the chat. Guys, I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. This duck needs to shut up. Sorry. I love you guys. I rock with you guys. I'll see you over in Sleazeball's chat, all right? Peace.